26-yard line. Now Taylor on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Now Taylor goes underneath for Bell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go!
They go play action now, Taylor. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
The play clock's running down. Now Taylor to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Forced Taylor. Hit. He lost the football. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way, and now the group a little bit.
First carry now. This is Hill as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The third and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the fake field goal works to perfection. You don't see it often, and they caught him by surprise.
And how about the guts to call it in that situation? Think you're going to get an easy 3? Instead, you turn it into 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. This is Bell on the dump-off. They give him a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Partner, he was going through a third one. He avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Taylor. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Offense. Still second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. A very solid gain of 27. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Hill. There goes Jeremy Hill, the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Yeah, maybe a little of both. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And Stills over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Right side caught Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. 190. 190. 152.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On third down, here's Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Flex round. Flex round.
Fourth down, here's Taylor. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gets him the first down yardage there.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Let's go. Brand 38.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go. 190. 190.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. On second down, it's Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Drop deep, drop deep.
Now Bell, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in
from an insurmountable lead. It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, he'll drop to throw. And Stills over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Surveying the field. Still back there. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, but in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. All right, let's roll those highlights. Now after the fumble, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Ravens take the early lead. Bengals line up at the 18. Ebron hauls in the pass in traffic and ends up working for a touchdown. We're brand new at 7. We go to the second quarter. The pass is completed into tight coverage.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, I bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On third down, here's Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room and avoids the contact by sliding. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This is Hill, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They're going to look to throw, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. The defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Once again, they'll spot a
second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Ebron caught left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And now a first down following that long gain.
I know I'm not an expert on offensive line play, but I have observed a few teams, and they're lining up against goal line sets, stacked boxes.
How are they successful?
They're just telling their offensive linemen, hit what's in front of you. Don't worry about so much a man, but maybe more space. If there's anything in that gap, you're trying to move it, just trying to find a way to create some space in a wedge.
They did. They got to that second level, and it was open. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And a look at Jeremy Hill as he heads back out there now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at the juke. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. They'll look to throw now on first down. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Third down now following the run. The busy night continues for Hill. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to cut it back right. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside. which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down. 8 yards to go here on second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time running out here on the play clock. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Here's Taylor, and he connects with Ebron. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bengals, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.